Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. I was pondering the other day that although I was super stressed about grades and exams all the time, my years in college were some of the best times of my life. And not just because of all the great parties. No, now that I've finished college and have been out in the working world for a few years, I have a new appreciation for how great it is to be able to devote the majority of my time learning and studying new things. Now that I have a full time job, I feel like so much of my time is devoted to working for other people, and I've been craving the ability to learn and study again just for myself. I want to learn French, I want to learn Spanish, I want to learn to play the violin, and I want to finish reading that 800-page biography on Alexander Hamilton that the famous musical was based on. Lately, I've realized that if I want to dedicate time to studying, a great time to do that is first thing in the morning, before all the other responsibilities of adult life kick in. That's why in this video, I'm going to share 5 simple and actionable tips for creating a morning study habit. For those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm Sara Stilleke. I'm a scientist, and my channel is all about how to level up to become more productive and successful. So if that's something you're looking for, please subscribe to my channel because I release new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Tip number 1 is to set a goal for yourself. This one sounds obvious, but it is a great place to start. The first step to starting a morning habit of studying in the morning is to set a goal. Determine how much time you want to spend studying each morning and what it is you want to accomplish. For me, I'm going on a trip with my partner at the end of this month to Panama City in Panama, so I'd like to brush up on my Spanish. I'm able to get by with basic conversational Spanish, but it's pretty rusty, so I just want to practice this language so I can feel confident and ready to speak Spanish during my upcoming vacation. By setting a goal, you'll have something to work towards so that you're more motivated to stick to your new habit. Tip number 2 is to plan ahead. Lay out your study materials the night before and set up a dedicated study space. This will help save you time and ensure that you're ready for studying as soon as you wake up. For me, there are a few ways that I'm practicing Spanish. I have a tutor who I meet with over Skype for a lesson, and I also like to practice by watching TV shows and reading books in Spanish. So at the beginning of the week, I'll make sure that my lessons are scheduled with my tutor and that I have books and shows ready to go for each day of the week. Tip number 3 is something that most people probably don't want to hear, but that is to wake up earlier. I am fortunate to be a morning person, but if you're a night owl, waking up earlier may be a challenge. You don't need to do anything crazy like trying to wake up 3 hours earlier than normal. Just try to adjust your sleep schedule to allow enough time in the morning to study what you want. Try gradually adjusting your sleep schedule by waking up 10 to 15 minutes earlier each day until you're waking up at your desired time. Tip number 4 is to eliminate distractions. This was a big one for me when I started my own morning study habit. Distractions can be a huge obstacle when it comes to studying in the morning. And for me, my number 1 distraction was checking my phone. The first thing I want to do when I wake up in the morning is to check my messages and spend some time leisurely scrolling through social media. There are a bunch of reasons why this isn't a good habit, but it can be a killer when it comes to your morning study habit. Do your best to eliminate any potential distractions, such as your phone or social media. Instead, focus on only your study materials, and even set a timer to keep yourself on track. My 5th and final tip to starting a morning study habit is to reward yourself for sticking to your new habit. This can be as simple as treating yourself to a cup of coffee or a delicious breakfast after your study session. Celebrate your accomplishments and the fact that you've taken action toward your personal goals and your own fulfillment. For me right now, there is a big reward at the end of the month, and that is my trip to Panama. However, it's also important to have small rewards along the way. It may sound a bit silly, but I've bought myself a super nice Aesop shampoo and conditioner set, and on mornings when I study, I'm allowed to use these fancy products in the shower. But if I don't study, I get to use the regular shampoo. And those are my 5 tips for starting a habit of studying in the morning. The thing that you may want to do early in the morning may differ, but the overall goal is to create the time to focus on the things that are really important to you outside of your normal daily responsibilities. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. And if you've enjoyed, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.